Hello, welcome to the channel. We like to talk about TV, films and comics here, and today we are talking about My Heroes Have Always Been Junkies, the short graphic novel from Ed Brubaker. My Heroes Have Always Been Junkies is a graphic novel by Ed Brubaker. It's part of this new sort of method he's using for producing graphic novels. Rather than doing single issues, he does a sort of giant-sized graphic novel where it's sort of 70 to 100 pages long. You get the full story. You don't need to worry about buying single issues. You can get it digitally, or you can get it in a nice hardback edition. So it goes on your shelf and you've got it sort of collected in a nice format. I think this is the way comics are going to go, and I like it. I bought this digitally because I am waiting for them to probably collect all of these sort of individual stories together, because there's another one, Bad Weekend, as well, and he's got other ones coming out that I think will probably just be collected into a deluxe hardback. Anyway, read it digitally, and this is a story about a girl who's in rehab. You have her narrating it, and you get sort of glimpses into her background. She takes a piss out of people in her therapy group. She's got a liking for a guy in her group, and she explains along the way that all the people that you like, the creatives, the sort of inspirational people that have been in her life, and that have been in a lot of people's lives, were all sort of addicted to drugs or alcohol. And so it's a bit hypocritical to say you shouldn't be addicted to drugs and alcohol when all these people we sort of admire and look up to are. And it's an interesting viewpoint to say, well, how come they can be and get away with it, as it were, but I can't be. And, you know, during all of this, she coaxes the guy that she's sort of got the fancies to run away with her from the rehab place. And there's things he won't say about his background, things she won't say about her background, and this culminates in them getting away from the rehab centre, being pursued by some shady looking guys, and as the story develops, you find out that these guys are more involved with one or two of the main characters than you might think. I'm trying not to spoil the sort of twist at the end, because this is a story that, so say, occurs in the criminal universe. Though you don't have to have read any of the criminal books beforehand to understand what's going on or have any appreciation of the story. It's a self-contained story. It's got a good ending. I felt clever because the writer sort of does their job by letting you sort of guess the twist far enough into the story so that you feel like you're being clever, but really you know he sort of fed you enough information to be able to come to that conclusion before he actually says what it is. And it ends in a nice, succinct manner. I recommend getting this if you like Ed Brubaker's criminal stories, or you want just a sort of adult graphic novel that you can read, put down, and be entirely satisfied with. It's the right length to sort of just read in bed before you go to sleep. That's what I did, and it was just right. Nothing too heavy. It wasn't like 200 pages long. It was a nice condensed length. I think it was sort of sub 90 pages in length, and I really enjoyed it. So digital format is fine for it. I like the fact that I've got my whole story for just one price, and it's quality artwork, quality story. Let me know what you think. Did you read it? Did you think it was just sort of knocking something out for Ed Brubaker? Oh, it's a story, pay me for it. Or do you think it was actually an interesting read that that had a good twist? I think the latter. I enjoyed it. It had a good twist, and more importantly, I was entertained when I read it, because that's what you're looking for. You're looking for entertainment, and it made me think a little too. Please feel free to give us a like and a subscribe, and thanks for watching.